The Heated Rivalry TV show could have been so incredibly big for Harlequin and the book, and yet it seems like they didn't even think one person would want to buy the book after watching this TV show. However, if you've tried to get your hands on that book because you've enjoyed the TV show and you wanted to see what the hype was all about, it is physically impossible to get a physical copy of this book. If you try to purchase it from a bookseller like Barnes & Noble, it's completely sold out, and it's not even available online to pre-order for whenever they do get around to printing more books. And if you tried to buy it on Amazon, the current delivery window is between December 22nd and January 2nd. Originally, this was a pretty low-budget Crave TV original that was only supposed to air in Canada. Regardless of that, it seems bonkers to me that nobody at Harlequin thought, hey, we're releasing a TV show adaptation of one of our books. We should make sure that at least a couple people are able to purchase it. Any sort of TV show adaptation always gives the book an additional amount of push. And not only was this book not made available for purchase, the Harlequin social media team has barely talked about the book either. I literally just got served the first video from Harlequin's account talking about the book and saying that you should read it because it's where everything started. And if you go back to their account, there's no rollout that came alongside this. And it feels so odd that they would allow this to be fumbled, because right now the digital editions are doing really big numbers. Just from when the trailer was released and a couple of clips were released, highly indicated that people were going to read this book and that they were looking for a way to purchase it. And even when that trailer came out, the book was already unavailable from a number of different distributors. It feels so odd that no one at Harlequin thought, hey, we should get at least a small print running in case this show becomes popular. And while I'm really glad that the digital edition is doing well, I cannot imagine how much the physical book sales would mean for the author's royalties. This honestly kind of reminds me of the way that the original Twilight movie was approached, where the budget for the movie was cut right before they started filming, and the expectation was that this would not be a hit. And it always seems like underrepresented audiences are always underestimated. And so while it feels shocking that the show was not even originally planned for international distribution, that it took a really big wave on social media for people to realize that this show could be a hit, and that no one at Harlequin even thought to do a new limited printing, let alone a TV show tie-in, which we're used to seeing when shows get adapted. It feels shocking, but it also feels like this is what always happens. People believe that underrepresented audiences are underrepresented because people won't actually go watch them, rather than realizing that when you finally do make a piece of media that highlights those audiences, they will in fact be hits because of how little they are served. And the big positive that I do see out of this is that it feels like social media is starting to give audiences a chance to affect things faster. When we look at how the trailer and the social media reaction allowed this show to get international distribution very quickly, it does show that social media is providing those metrics that are needed to prove that the audience is there. But I guess to me, it just sort of feels like a big dumb moment. Like, of course the audience for this is here. And it feels like such an insane oversight for Harlequin not to be able to make this book available before the show finishes airing. But of course, if you are desperate, people are scalping their physical copies online for over $150. If you are watching Heated Rivalry, did you cave and buy the digital version of the book? And will you wait for the book to be available and purchase a hard copy?